So good.
Anything else you want to talk about 2K related?
I'm super excited for the new game. I love the covers. I love that like D-Book has his shoe like kind of like the focal point in it, and it says "Be Legendary." And I think he's a legend. Just signed like a crazy extension. I love like the women's cover. Love the Michael Jordan cover. You might see some circulate in the new game. Super excited for that. And yeah, like shout out to the whole 2K family, and thank you for always having me be a part.
What's up, guys?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona. Welcome everyone to Noche Enabia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. Joined in the booth with Karl-Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you very much. We all know Anthony Edwards went first overall in 2020, and his teammate Karl-Anthony Towns said, "I know what all those pressures are like. When you're the #1 pick, if any other rookies do well, there's a threat to the throne. But with Edwards' confidence in his talent, you get the sense he'll be just fine." Guys?
Good point. No pressure, DA. Thank you. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Timberwolves, advantage in one series. And, of course, the Suns, just a couple spots back.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, this isn't the spot that too many people thought they'd be in this far into the season. They've really turned some heads with their play.
Some people out there still thinking they're going to fade as the season goes on, but I'm on the other side of this argument. I think they get even better as we go down the stretch.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Wiggins is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. And for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Barnes. And it's Preston in at the point. When you know you're on a championship contender group, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys that have an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter. And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Inside, Bridges. Out a hand on it. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Bridges outside. Passes it to Ayton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, you bump me, and I'm going to bump you back as Ayton, not afraid to get physical with the defender.
The pass to Edwards. There's the lob to Bridges. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And so just over a minute and a half played. The drive by Booker. And the rejection by Towns.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
Bridges passes to Russell. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Towns kicks to Russell. Stolen away. Pass to Barnes. And the rejection by Towns. Outside, Russell. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bridges passes to Towns. Over Bridges. And Towns gets it to go.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Preston passes to Booker. Buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Edwards. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Missed inside.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Pass to Towns. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Preston. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. No good on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Bridges dishes to Edwards. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Towns. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 6.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Preston passes to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, Devin Booker is big, and at 6'6", gets up there for the jam.
The Timberwolves trail. Wiggins outside. Ayton against Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Pass to Booker. The shot that time, not on target. Towns with the defensive effort. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Now the pass to Towns. Out to Edwards. Outside, Russell. Second chance shot. Misses off the left iron.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Here's Preston, defended by Towns, and they'll keep possession. Top of the key, Booker. 5 on the clock. That one good for 2. Booker's got 9.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now, here's Bridges. Up and in on the lane.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And Craig, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Smith. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Pass to Bailey. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Mulder, the pass to McLemore. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Mulder. 9-point game his last outing. Shot clock at 5. Here's the three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
To the middle. Here's Towns. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot two.
That's his first personal.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Yeah, and they've been getting it done in the low post. Look at the shot chart there, and it looks like a lot of these shots coming from around the rim, so great patience on offense.
And the first one at the line is good.
It's so obvious that Towns wants to learn and grow as a player. He's already an impressive force on the floor, but he's always looking for those little ways to up his level.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Here's Mulder. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And the call will be against George Niang. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The pass to Towns. Bailey passes to Vanderbilt to the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. 2 points. That one goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Mulder, the pass to Niang. Here's Finney-Smith. Shoots it. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Pass to Mulder. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. No good on that one. Timberwolves leading by 5 to the paint. There's the lob to the hoop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Mulder. The layup off target.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Now here's Towns. He also had a big impact in that win against the Spurs. Drops in the layup for 2. Towns has got 12 in the game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Niang. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They need this one. That shot off. And Minnesota now the other way. Dishes to McDaniels. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Smith against Towns. Stolen by McDaniels. Fires the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. He has 5.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball. Here's
Mulder. Pass to Niang. Down low, passes to Finney-Smith. Jacks up a three. They get the rebound. Niang, that's good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Towns. Count it, good.
Karl-Anthony
And the
Towns.
Timberwolves lead by 12.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Offline from the top of the key.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And to begin his career, Devin Booker labored through half a decade of losing in Phoenix. And he opened up about what it means now to be on the other side.
That's what I've been waiting on. Playing competitive basketball, night in and night out. Keeping my head down, staying locked in and seeing tunnel vision, trying to play the right way through it all. I want to keep winning basketball games, and we have the culture and the foundation around here to make it happen.
They really do. Great to see his patience rewarded.
And so often, young players on losing teams can go astray. Credit Booker for staying solid through the adversity.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. You might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Minnesota, the forwards are Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Bailey in at the two guard. And he makes the first. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
Suns trail by 10. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Dorian Finney-Smith taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Russell, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Second free throw, no good. Timberwolves leading by 10. Vanderbilt the pass to Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That's his first foul. Some changes for Phoenix. Harrison Barnes comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Booker in for Ben McLemore. Minnesota also with the sub. Bridges checks in. Bridges against Edwards. Kicks it to Russell. Lock at 6. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Russell. Edwards got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Booker with it. Bridges covering. Booker against Bridges. Booker the pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Booker's got 12 in the game. Timberwolves leading by 10. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a three, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Just 3 to shoot. On the wing, Booker. That one misses. So Minnesota will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip.
I love the spatial awareness from Russell. Saw how much room he had and just took it aggressively.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Minnesota making a switch. Wiggins is checked in. And so here's Phoenix, a 12-point game. Booker looking around. Takes it inside. Bucket is good. He's got 14.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Back to Russell. Wiggins outside. Russell finds Edwards. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Pass to Russell. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Preston. Ayton with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Booker the pass to Preston. Feeds to Ayton. Lets it go from 11. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Timberwolves leading by 10. Outside Russell. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Now here's Bridges. Last game he had 10 points. And here is McDaniels. Now Russell. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound by the Suns.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Booker against Russell. Knocked loose. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Russell throughout the course of the game was to constantly put pressure on the defense. He did so there.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Free throw good, Russell.
I don't think there's any question about the talent level that D'Angelo Russell has. Now it's about planting his seeds so that the roots grow with an organization.
And so Russell hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Ayton, the pass to Preston. To the inside. And Ayton gets double teamed. 6 on the shot clock. Driving the lane. Preston gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Call first of the game for Minnesota.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Towns is checked in for McDaniels.
Karl-Anthony Towns.
Here's Russell. 23 points for him the last game against San Antonio. Towns high post. Edwards looking it over. Offline with his 3. Suns trail by 10. Here's Ayton. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. To the paint. And there's Bridges on the assist by Towns.
Assisted by
Bridges has got his second basket of the game.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Bridges finds Ayton. And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal
Both teams
foul.
changing it up here.
Third team foul. Timberwolves substitution.
Here's Bridges. He can't hit that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. Wiggins outside. Towns against Bridges. And Towns gets it to go.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Preston passes to Bridges. Here's Niang. Takes the 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Timberwolves leading by 14. Bridges kicks to Russell. Back to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now, here's Bridges. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Here's Wiggins. Outside, Russell. Towns down low. He's got 16. And that one drops for him. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping things.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Towns, and he makes good on the layup. Towns has got 20 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Preston, defended by Towns. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Russell passes to Towns. Out to Russell. A 3-ball. Mulder grabs the miss.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Minnesota calls timeout. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Man, you know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
McLemore with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Mulder. Driving inside. Pass to Niang. 5 to shoot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Minnesota leading by 17. Passes it to Bailey. Wiggins outside. From deep. And another three for Minnesota.
Three-point field goal.
Great ball movement there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Mulder, the pass to Niang. And the pass to Mulder. Fires the three. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Fourth team foul.
The Suns have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And he sinks the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And he nails the third. There's 1:40 left to play in the first half. Covered by Smith. No good from outside. Suns trail by 17. Niang passes to Mulder. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. Shoots it up. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find him.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Pass to Niang. Just 4 to shoot. From outside the arc, Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's McLemore. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the wing on the left. Lets it go from deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Minnesota on top, up 19. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy money, so missing layups for us as pros. So make those layups, which should be fun.
We'll see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
What a start it was for Karl-Anthony Towns. He had 20 points, 2 assists, and 3 blocks. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench. These guys deliver.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, they need to change their strategy. We can see that. Jacking up three-pointers left and right, many of them contested or from deep range, just isn't the way to play basketball, fellas.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Barnes out there with Ayton. And it's Preston in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Ayton. And it's Russell with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop.
Here's Preston. Here's Barnes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Miles Bridges.
That's on Miles Bridges.
Personal foul.
Clearly a
First
foul.
team foul.
When you look at Harrison Barnes shooting, it's clear he's all about efficiency.
He wants to make the most out of every touch, and he's doing just that by shooting consistently. He's clearly put in the work to dial in his shot and limit wasted opportunities.
That's good from Barnes.
Harrison Barnes, great experience at Golden State, a proven champion on that team, and now entering prime years of his career, trying to be consistent and trying to get a little bit better.
Barnes hits them both.
And you really got to love the effort level you see from Harrison Barnes, night in and night out.
You wonder if Harrison Barnes' early years and his experience with the Golden State Warriors really implanted this team-first mentality. He went to Dallas, he became the #1 option and a scorer, but he's never tried to do too much or get too far outside of his lane, and I think that's where respect comes from. Consistent effort, and he'll impact the game.
Here's Preston after the made shot from Karl-Anthony Towns. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Towns, the pass to Russell, and he comes up with the deuce. Russell's got 8.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And there's 8, and that's good on the assist by Barnes. He's got 8.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
Russell dishes to Edwards. Drives to the hoop, and Edwards with the stuff.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Here's Russell. The Suns getting the bucket, and Towns throws it down.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
Pass to Barnes. Over Russell. Hits the front of the rim and out.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the layup's good off the glass. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Wiggins against Bridges. Kicks it out to Booker. The three-pointer, no good. Timberwolves have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Russell looking around. Four on the shot clock. Launches it. That one, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Minnesota shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. And stolen by Booker. Launches a 3. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 7th rebound here tonight. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Edwards got 8 points.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Also, they've generated a ton of offense in the paint, and that's always a recipe for success, getting those high percentage shots down low.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Meyer. Phoenix grabs the miss. And the call will be against Alizé Johnson. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Some changes for Phoenix. Smith checked in for 8. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Barnes. And here are the Suns now. Knocks it loose. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges.
That's his second personal
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Passes it to Edwards. Down low, Johnson kicks to McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. Defended by Booker. The dish to McDaniels. The pass to Johnson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Booker. He's got 14. Shoots over McDaniel. And the shot no good. It's short. To the middle. And he lays it straight in.
Really heads up there. Play where you locate the best open pass and then get it there for an easy bucket.
Richards outside. Back to O'Neal. Rebound by Johnson.
And a big lead for them. Almost the scoreboard and in the backcourt. That's fun.
Minor. Takes it on the glass.
Haven't seen that enough time today, guys. I mean, the defense has got to have a little more toughness.
Guys, a little more spark here.
Yeah, the upper stretch offensively, for sure.
Bridges passes to Devin Smith. Let's go. Off the left, running out. Minnesota's got a lot of runs tonight. 5-12. Let's go down the side. Catch up. Take it all over.
Is that $10 billion? Teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing, more coaches, trainers, and specialists. So general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, best organizations, those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. So it's Minnesota after Mikal Bridges gets his last shot. Pass to O'Neal. Pass to Devin Smith. Fires from deep. That shot misses. Minnesota's on 1-3 down. Very good shot. Good.
And that is got a lot from his teammate after that.
Phoenix got blank 3-point land so far in the third. Still 4-3. Here's Yang. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 5.5 points a game. Targeting from point range. Timberwolves shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Here's Bailey. Guarded by Timberwolves. Bailey misses. Bailey's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Here's Niang. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Phoenix ball.
The Suns making a switch here. Mulder's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Lamb's checked in. The Suns shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Pass to Niang. Here's Finney Smith. There's the pass to Mulder. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. He doesn't hit that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside, Lamb. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Mulder. Pass to Niang. Here's Mulder. Passes it to Niang. And rejection by McDaniel. Here's Bailey. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Another miss by Minnesota. The pass to Niang. He feeds it to Smith. He gets that one.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Here's Bailey. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Lamb. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Aston Yang. Out to the right wing. Mulder. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Mulder's got 9 points. Minnesota's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Takes a 3. Cans it from downtown. He's got 11.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, just lighting him up.
Niang kicks to Finney-Smith. Passes to Mulder. The 3. Timberwolves. Vanderbilt's got his 5th rebound in this one. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Here's Mulder. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Niang, and there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Fires for 3. Mulder misses. Minnesota's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Here's Bailey, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Number 16.
Bailey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now here's McLemore. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Johnson, Jeremy Lamb out there with McDaniels, and it's Vanderbilt in at the 4.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Now here's McDaniels. Tight defense on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Lamb. This one for 3. Mulder grabs the miss. Pass to Barnes. Here's Mulder. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim. And the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization. Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Mulder. Plays it up and banks it in.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Swiped it away. Passes it to Ayton. Here's Mulder. Drills it from outside. Mulder's got 5 points now this quarter.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That can change things.
Now here's McDaniels. A shot's good from Vanderbilt.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Barnes. Now the pass to Hart. Here's Mulder. And Ayton throws it down.
DeAndre Ayton dangerous in the pick and roll just because as a big, he can get off of that screen so easily.
Lamb with the bounce pass. And no good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Brent, is someone with on-court and front office experience, just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You don't take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship. Harrison Barnes in great body control on that possession, just working against the defender.
At the line for Phoenix, Harrison Barnes. 2 shots.
Two shots.
That's good from Barnes.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Russell, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now here's Barnes. Can't connect from short range. And here's Wiggins. And a missed layup. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Barnes getting to the inside. He sees that the defense is closing in, and he still takes the hit.
At the line for your Suns, Harrison Barnes. At the line for 2.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line, they needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Barnes hits them both.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Russell dishes to Wiggins. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow.
It's good.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Passes to Hart. Now O'Neal. Behind the back and lays it in.
Well, he didn't need to add the spice, but I like it spicy.
Meyer, covered by Barnes. Dishes to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. The 10-footer. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting from just about anywhere.
Here's O'Neal. He kicks it to Barnes. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both. Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Outside, Russell. Wiggins outside. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Here's Johnson. Good work there as it goes. Johnson's got his first basket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
O'Neal passes to Mulder. O'Neal inside. Banked in off the glass. O'Neal's got 4 this quarter.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Johnson against Ayton. And there's the drive. The feed to Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. There's Russell with the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound in the game with that last one. Barnes right side. Oh, Ayton in position.
It's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
And Brent, you played for the Spurs, who pioneered player rest. More and more teams have followed that suit over the seasons, calling it load management, even risking fines. Any concern with the way things are done?
Well, I understand the fans' complaint, you know, to think about being a 10-year-old boy or girl and LeBron James is coming to your city and it's a load management day and he's not playing. And so the league understands it. It understands it from its broadcast partners and the way that they want the star players to be involved in every game that they play. And they try to adjust the schedule and move it around a little bit, doing away with back-to-backs. I think it'll be a constant battle, but the organizations are investing in these players. And
honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve it.
Here's Booker. After D'Angelo Russell's bucket. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Towns.
Devin Booker is among some of the youngest, most elite scorers that the league has ever seen. The sky is the limit for this guy.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Booker. Here's Russell. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress. Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
Timberwolves leading by 22. Up top, Russell, defended by Booker, and it goes down 2 points. Towns has got 26 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minnesota.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last 2 games they faced them weren't nearly as productive. And what a huge standout performance it was
for Karl-Anthony Towns.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Kicks it out to Booker. To the middle. Here's Ayton, and he banks in the lane.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Here's Russell following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Back to Russell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, thanks a lot, Carl. A lot of players got in on the action offensively. When you get it rolling as a team, how good can you be?
I mean, it's awesome, you know, to get a chance to keep the defense guessing. We did a great job of that tonight. We did a fabulous job. We let our defense be our offense tonight, and that's when we were at our best, that's what happens.
It certainly was great on the floor tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.